Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Two Moms, Too Much Coffee. We have Tempest here, and we also have,
Hey guys, it's Jashelle.
hey, Giselle.
Hi. Can you hear it in
Um,
my voice?
yes, I could both hear and see it in your face that maybe it's been a long weekend.
Yes. Yes. It's just weekends are long when you have plans with the toddler. So it's definitely not go, go, go and like just get some coffee and just keep going and not be exhausted. It's literally a different world. So, but it's okay. She did great. So it's fine.
Well, good. Yeah. And actually, that kind of like
Mm.
leans right into what we're talking about today, which is things that we thought we would never care about until we became moms.
Yep.
And the list is lengthy for me, that's for sure. Let's start with some of yours.
Yes. No. So, I mean, using today as an example, sleep schedules. Literally did not think I would care about a sleep schedule. I'm like, "Oh, they'll just nap where they're at." Like, why do you need to, like, set your whole entire day around a schedule? Which I think some moms do, and, like, I guess depends on the baby, and that's, like, great for that baby and that mom and family, but that doesn't work for us. Today, for example, we had a baby shower from 12 to 5. Naya naps at 12. Well, she naps at 12:30, and I was like, "No." We're not gonna get there. We're not gonna get there. And we literally I was like, "Yeah, so we'll get there when she's up from her nap." And, she napped. I put her down like 30 minutes early. She napped from 12 to 2 pretty much. Yeah, and we got there after the fact. And I was very much that mom that was or pre-mom that was like, "Oh, we'll just flow." What's the
Go with
saying?
the flow.
Thank you. You can cut that out. We'll just go with the flow. And it'll be fine, which we did that in London because we didn't have a choice. We have
Mhm.
a choice, and I am the mom that's like, I am going to try my hardest to work around her nap schedule because if it throws her off, it's throwing me off. And also,
Mhm.
let's not talk about this, okay?
Mhm.
Also happened this weekend. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I completely agree. I actually think that's like my number one is like a sleep schedule. I just didn't think it would run my whole life, but it does. I'm always so confused when there are parents with kids similar ages to mine that make birthday parties at like 12. I'm like, aren't all of our kids napping right now? Like, if I brought my kid at that time, everyone would be miserable
Mhm,
because it would just be a cry fest. And
mhm.
so, like, I just like sleep schedules are my life and I will abide by them. Like, and my parents have started watching the kids more often, which is great. And I give them the schedule and I'm like, and if you don't follow it, that's on you because you talk about how great my kids are, but that's because they are well rested.
Yeah. Yes. And also, like, I used to work at a PPAC, and a PPAC, for those who don't know, it's a prescribed pediatric extended care, and it's pretty much like a daycare for kiddos with medical challenges, things like that, and so they can't go to like a regular daycare because they need nursing around the
Mhm.
clock. And I didn't realize like a lot of those kids were just not well rested. I mean, they had other, difficulties and things like that, but, like, I didn't realize how much babies actually needed to nap until I was a parent because they just didn't really nap at, like, the daycare,
Mm.
and I didn't realize that until I became a mom, and actually one of my old coworkers, she was like, "I didn't realize how much babies napped even though we work with them." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, Naya is well rested because she
Mhm.
is on a sleep schedule and will always be. If I could keep her on a sleep schedule till she was 18, I would, but I can't."
Yeah. You never know. I mean, my sister-in-law, they put their kids to bed at 6:30, and one is 5, almost 6, and one is 3. And I'm just like, I don't know how you do it, but like they sleep from 6:30 until like 6:30. So I'm just like, hey, that's 12 hours without them. No offense to their kids, but like you get a break, and that's like really nice. So hey,
Mhm.
more power to you.
Mhm. Yeah, for real. What's another one for you, though?
Oh my goodness. I think another thing that I think I was just kind of ignorant on is like car seats and how much they're in a car seat, how much they are backwards, well, not backwards, how much they're rear facing in a car seat. I have this conversation with my friends who have kids that are 3, and it's like such a weird age because it's like they could be close to the weight limit, but they're like certainly not close to the height limit, and they're all rear facing, but they're all kind of getting in a
Mhm.
weird place where look like they're uncomfortable, and so we're all kind of like, do we turn them around? Do we not? And then now I also see like people whose kids are completely front facing after like at 2. And I'm
Mhm.
just like, I didn't think I would care so much, but I'm like, what if you get in a car crash? Why are they rear face or why are they frontward facing? And so it's just like something I never thought twice about. And I also learned that I think that me personally, can be in a booster seat because of my height.
What?
Yeah, because I'm short. And I'm like, "Oh, good to know."
Like, you in a booster seat. If I would have gotten in the backseat of your SUV with
Mhm.
your family, the expedition, and you hopped into a booster seat in high school, I would have been like, "Okay,
But
let's
I
stop."
really probably
I
could have in high school. I
probably
bet
could.
you, like, I qualified for booster seats.
Yeah, I agree with that one. The amount of research I did for car seats, and I just thought, like, one size fits all, like a car seat is a car seat and a car seat. No, I was like, I want her to be in one where she can be rear facing for as long as possible, but I didn't realize how much I cared about rear facing until I became a mom. And I really didn't understand too much about, like, when they were rear facing versus forward and for front facing. I feel like all of these things you don't really start thinking about or researching until you're a mom. But that was one that I think I texted you and Adam, and I was like, "I don't know what car seat to get, there's so many." And
So
we had to get a
many.
second one for Nick's car, it was a smaller car, and I didn't wanna, like, just get, like,
Mm,
a crappier one just because it was a smaller car. It's a lot of
mhm.
pressure, and I was just like, "Oh, you just buy a car seat, they're gonna be safe no matter what." No, it took me forever to decide and pull the trigger, and then also, they're all, like, deciding, is this $1,000 car seat comparable to the one that's, $500? Like, do I need to spend that much money on a car seat? Also, that just
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, I'd say brands for kids goes super heavy for me. And I
mhm,
didn't like and it's funny because like, I'm not a name brand person and, like,
mhm,
I guess it's all my life, but, like, my normal life, and, like but, like, for kids stuff, I'm like, "Oh, well, this one's, like, the nice one," and it's like, is it though? Like, it
no,
doesn't matter? Like, I'm sure it doesn't, and so it's so funny to me because I just would have never thought I would give 2 shits about, you know, what name is on the the car seat or the stroller or like, I just never thought. But I just always see, like I think honestly it's an influence thing, like, by social media,
mhm,
that I, like, get, like, the fancier stuff because I don't think it's necessary. The older my kids get, I'm like, "They all work.
mhm,
Just get in the car seat.
yeah.
Whichever one works for you, like, is that works."
Honestly, that it all works is, like, across the board for all equipment, I feel like, when you said that, I immediately thought about my baby Bjorn that I had to have, and I could have got, like, the Baby Delight that was, I think, like, $100 because like, Naya rarely sat in it, and it was the
It
same.
is the
Yeah.
baby Bjorn is a good example. The baby Bjorn is so expensive, and for what?
For what?
It
No.
is and they all and every single one of these, like, fancy things are like, "Well, you can use it forever." And you don't use it forever, so don't buy it for forever.
No.
Like, you're
It's
not gonna
sitting in a
use the
corner.
baby Bjorn as, like, a chair. You're not going to like, it's a bouncer, you're gonna use it as a bouncer, then they're gonna graduate to an actual chair,
Mhm.
not the baby Bjorn turned upside down.
No, we did never turned it upside down ever, and they're like, "Oh, she'll rock herself in it," and I was literally nothing like,
Yeah.
"Girl, if you don't get me out of this
Mhm.
bouncer." Yeah, no, that's a prime example of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say another one for me was randomly cups. Like, I feel like I was like, "Oh, you just get a sippy cup." Like, a sippy cup is a
Mhm.
sippy cup is a sippy cup. It's not. A sippy cup is not a sippy cup is not a sippy cup. I was researching freaking cups for forever, like, making sure it's not like I'm friends with a lot of speech therapists, so if you have a 360 cup, that's fine, but a lot of them are like, "Don't get the 360 cup because of, like, the
Mhm.
positioning of the mouth and all of these things." It took me forever to pull the trigger on a cup, and then my best friend ended up getting Naya 2 cups. We ended up having to get another cup because she realized she didn't want to drink water or milk out of those cups. Those are her water cups. So then I had to
Mhm.
research to get a whole different cup for just milk. It should not. I feel like, I have my own Awala. Now Naya has her own Awala. Like, and which ones don't leak versus the ones that say that they are leak proof, but they really are not leak proof. Like, it's a whole thing with cups and making sure they're not seeping microplastics. So then you want to go with the stainless steel. It's a whole thing. But I didn't think
Mhm.
I'd care about it. I 100%, which makes sense because I care about my own cup. So why would I not? But yeah, it was a whole thing that I didn't think I would care about.
Yeah, absolutely. The cup situation. So I heard that like speech therapist not liking the 360 cups. I have them and I use them. Um, what I used in my mind in order to like get around the thought that I was like messing up their, how they hold their mouth is I have other cups too. And I offer all sorts of cups all the time. So it's like, if they want the 360 today, that's what they're going to get today. And then tomorrow they'll do a sippy cup and the next day they'll do an open cup. They honestly, most of the time, it's just a straw. Like,
Yeah,
straws are the best for us, and
in general.
yeah, and it just makes it easy. I don't even think with my first I think daycare did a lot of the open cups before we did. They're like, "Oh, he's ready for it," because we were just at home just using straws all the time. It was just like, "Well, okay, good to know."
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a speech therapist can correct me when they listen to this. I think it is about, like, how often they use it. Like, if that's their main and only cup, then yeah, because obviously their mouth's always gonna be in that position. But I'm not a speech therapist, so someone can call me out on that. But I do feel like daycare is what helped us move forward with a straw cup because we started with the honey bear cup, which was a whole thing because it's plastic and that was one
Mm,
other thing. But, we started with the honey bear cup only to prepare her to move up to the next toddler class where they didn't want her to have a bottle. So I feel like daycare, I will say, is what helped us move up, and, like, now she's drinking out of an open cup.
mhm.
Props to daycare because we probably would've actually, I had asked my doctor, I was like, "Oh, when should we start moving to a straw cup?" And they were like, now." I was like, "Okay, sick. Alright, cool."
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely cold turkey the bottle. I was just like, "Oh, no more bottles." And she did fine. She honestly doesn't even drink that much milk anymore. She's just like, "Fine,
"Oh,
I guess."
really?" Okay,
Yeah,
we have
after
to
I
talk about that,
yeah.
sidebar that or something 'cause I
Yeah.
wanna know how you got rid of that.
Oh, I just stopped giving her bottles, and she doesn't really like you said, she doesn't really like drinking milk out of other things,
Oh,
and so she just doesn't. And she'll drink water out of her cups with straws, and then I give the 360, with milk, and she just is like, "I'll just do a couple sips and good night." Like,
that's it? Oh
"Okay."
my gosh. Naya still drinks milk 3 times a day. It's out of her milk cup. So if she sees her
Oh,
milk cup, she is literally like, "Mas, mas, ma." Like,
mm,
that's yeah,
yeah.
she wants milk. I'm still trying to get rid of her having so much but they give her milk, like, during lunch at daycare and during breakfast. So they're gonna give her milk there anyway. So I had been, like, thinking, like, "Oh, maybe we can get rid of our dinner milk at least." But at the same time, it's not hurting anything. It's just, don't really wanna keep buying milk because we don't drink milk, but it's fine.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that makes sense. But another thing, so what I really didn't think I would care about is, like, who can babysit my kids? Like, that's
Good
to
one.
me I actually okay, so I was pregnant. My kid or not my I was pregnant. My friend had a preemie that was, like, born 2.5 months early, so a pretty big preemie.
Mhm.
It was small preemie. I mean, like, she's very in the threshold for, like, preemie, and, um, so she brings her kid home, I come over and visit, and I was like, "Oh my god, can I babysit your kid? That would be, like, such good practice for me."
Not practice.
As, um as a mom now of 2, That is something you don't say to moms. Let me just, like, practice on your preemie kid. Like, that is the most insane thing that I could possibly say. But, I did say it, and so, she never let me. She just was like, "Oh, yeah, of course," but, like, she never let me, which is, like, valid. I would not have either. Because I just didn't and I didn't understand the, like, "Oh my god, this is my kid," and, like, I it's not just anybody's gonna get to watch them when they can't speak for themselves, like, dress themselves, feed themselves, be like, take care of themselves, or be able to vocalize that they need something. And so, just one thing I just didn't know. I really was truly, truly like, "Oh, wow, yeah, no," there's, like, a list of, like, 4 people that I'll let watch my kid. Um but now that my oldest is getting older, the list is widening, which is nice, but now I still have one younger, so it's like you could take the older one, but I'm keeping the younger one. So then there's not really any babysitting going on, so
That was that is such a good one, and it is so true. Because I used to say the same thing. Probably not the practice part, but I used to say like, "Let me babysit. I'll babysit whenever," and blah blah blah. And like, "Oh yeah, sure, like whenever." I used to be a babysitter when I was a kid, which we have some things to unpack there because I remember you helping me babysit one of my like cousins, and we were like 12, which is
Mm,
insane, and they were a
yeah.
whole infant. Yeah, crazy. Um, yeah, no, the only people, I should say, have watched Naya by themselves when we have left my mom, Nick's mom, and my sister. And that's it. And I haven't had any friends. I'm actually going to have for the first time one of my best friends in June. And she's literally coming on Monday night. I need her to watch Naya on Tuesday night. She's coming on Monday night just to watch the whole entire night routine.
Mhm. Yep.
To babysit her on Tuesday night because I'm literally like, she has a routine, like, there's all of these things that I really care about, and I used to think it was just like, pre-mom, like, "Oh, yeah, just give him a bath and put him to sleep." No. I don't know if me and Nick will ever have, like, a babysitter, quote, unquote, like, where you just, like, text them that are not family members and best friend. I don't know, and I used to be that person. I used to be the
Mhm.
babysitter, and I don't see that happening until they're, like until we have obviously, we only have one. I feel like I'm
Mhm.
so tired, Tempest, I can't get my words together. Until Naya is, like, 5, 6 years old. I
Mhm.
don't know if I'll ever get there.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
no, I think that so I've had one which is actually kind of a funny story. One babysitter that I did not know babysit Abel, but we did the entire night routine. She just was in the house. So we left after he's asleep and was asleep the whole time. And then we've had Abel's baby or no, Abel's daycare teacher
Mm,
watch as a babysitter. And I was like, if I can't trust her to babysit, why am I trusting her to daycare, you know?
mhm.
And so those are the only non-family members that have ever watched my kids, and both have only been once. Um, but funny story, the babysitter that, I didn't know, I actually hung out with her yesterday because she's apparently friends with my brother, and it was my brother's birthday. She was like, "I know you," and I was like, "You do?" And she was like, "I babysat your kid," and I was like, "That's hilarious. I do not remember you."
Your brother knows, like, literally the most random people all the time, like, I feel
Mhm.
like it's been like that since literally middle school and high school, like, "Oh, yeah, I know your brother, Tempest," like, "Who are you?"
Always.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but that's a really, really good one because I just there's so many things I really care about that's a part of our routine. I think routines in general is just one.
Mhm.
Routines, just having a full routine, bath routine, all of the routines, damn it. I didn't think I would care about, and I'm such a and it makes sense because 'cause I'm very type A, but I just didn't think that that would fall over into, like, my baby, and I'm trying my
Mhm.
best not to make her type A, but we'll see.
It's fine. Yeah. It's funny because, like, I'm not heavily routine based, but I am for my kids. But even within routines, there's, like, more routines that Adam puts in because he is very routine based. And Abel is like, "No, you have to brush on this side 5 times and then this side 5 times." I'm like, "I'm gonna brush your teeth." Like, the routine is that we brush teeth. The routine is not that we brush each side 5 times.
Aw, I love Abel. It's
Yeah,
like, get it right or don't do it at all. Bye.
exactly. But one of the last ones that I wanted to say is like, um, it's a, how do I want to phrase this? Is like clothes in general. I thought I'd be like, I'm gonna buy all the clothes, all the new clothes, um, and everything's gonna be like cute and gender neutral. No, nope. I am like, I will buy it secondhand. I will hopefully not buy it at all, and somebody just gives me some. And they'll outgrow it in 2 months. So like, it doesn't matter to me what they're in as long as they're clothed. And it's so funny to me because like I care a lot about like what I look like. And like, I want them to look cute, but they don't have to look like, dressed to the tens. And I just really thought that I would care a lot more. And I don't.
Yeah, I care too much. Yes, and every time I buy something new, I'm like, "She's gonna grow out of this in, like, 2 months." It's also to be fair, if you know my mom, you know why this is the way it
Mm,
is. But, yes, we are that family that buys her probably too many things that she doesn't need in regards to clothes, and I thought that I would be like, "Oh, all colors," but I do try to do, like, not as many pinks, and we always get a whole bunch of pink, hot
mhm.
pink and bright pink and all the pinks, but it's
Yes.
fine. I will say something that I didn't think I just remember, like, TikTok, social media, like, all the things both mom and daughter always look like to the nines and all cute and like, no. Naya always looks so cute and I drop her off at daycare or I don't drop her off. I pick her up from daycare and I'm like,
Mhm.
they're probably like, she doesn't give a shit about herself. She only dresses her daughter because I work from home. So I usually have on sweatpants and like a logo shirt or hoodie from work and I go pick her up and I just look like a bum 24/7 and Naya always looks very, very cute. And I'm sure you guys have seen that in like stores where like the baby looks all cute and mom looks fucking exhausted. That's me.
Mhm.
And I always thought like we'd always be matching and cute all the time. No,
Mhm.
I'm too tired, but she looks good. I'm taking care of her.
Mhm. Yep.
But yeah, yeah, something I thought I would care about that I just, it's fine.
Yep. Hey, it all comes back, hopefully. Well, if there is anything else that you guys thought you would never care about until you became moms, we would love to hear it. Feel free to comment on the Spotify. It allows comments on the episode, or you can comment on any one of our posts. We'd love to see and hear what you guys have to say. And like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
See you next time.